Hey guys, it's Doona here. Thank you for tuning in for my Yoga for Golfers channel every Tuesday. I'm going to show you my top 3 favorite yoga poses to heal and release any tightness through your lower back. Okay, so first one is called Supine Twist. We're going to get started on our backs. Once you're in a lying position, hug your right knee into your chest. Interlace your fingers on top of your right shin and just start to make circles for now. Lubricating your hip joint, warming up through your lower back. Then from here, hug your right knee back into your chest. Tee out your right arm. Scoot your hips to the right. Then cross your right knee over your body, over to the left. Now go slow so your right shoulder does not lift up too much, okay? So if it lifts up just a little bit, that's okay, just not too much, all right? So only drop your knee as much as you can, trying to keep that right shoulder grounded. Good. You could keep your left hand on top of right thigh. Use your hand as a leverage to guide your knee down. And as you inhale, try to lengthen through your spine. As you exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, lengthen. Feel free to close your eyes. Exhale, open your chest. Inhale. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. So you don't want to be too aggressive, pushing your knee aggressively down. Just be gentle. This is more of a restorative pose, allowing the twist to happen more naturally. No forcing or engaging too much. Good. Come back to center. And same thing on the other side. So you want to neutralize your spine first. Straighten your right leg down. Hug your left knee into your chest. Make some circles first, going one direction. Inhale, squeeze your knee back into your chest. Scoot your hips towards the left. Tee out your left arm and cross your left knee over your body. So the reason why we want to scoot our hips is that when we twist, our shoulders and hips should be in line. That way it's protecting our lower back and also stretching into your lower back even more. Good. Holding here for 3 breaths. Now again, if you have more time at home, or maybe you're doing this at the golf course, really up to you. You could hold here as long as you want. Maybe holding here for 15 breaths if you want. There's no right or wrong. Just make sure you want to do both sides always. Good. Come back to center. Neutralize your spine. And then come all the way up to a standing position. So tip number 2, my personal favorite, not just for the lower back, but also for the calves and the hamstring, is just a standing forward fold. So you could always widen your feet, maybe as wide as your mat. You could bring your feet hip width distance apart, or maybe even together, but I like to keep my feet hip width. Just make sure your toes are pointing straight forward. Now, always hinging from your hips when you take your forward fold, so the lower back stays long. You could grab opposite elbows and allow your biceps to frame your ears, allowing your arms, your head, and your neck to relax. Now, really important here. I want you to bend your knees so much that your chest, your belly, is touching the top of your thighs. Okay, so if you want to look up really quick, you do not want to look like this. Because first of all, you're not hinging from the hips, and you see how round my lower back is. You're not doing anything here. Okay, so you want to bend the knees if the hamstrings are tight. Hinge from the hips and melt your chest back towards your thighs. Bend your knees as much as you need. Keeping your head relaxed. Arms relaxed. Toes soften. Maybe shift forward and back. Get more into your Achilles and calves. So this is my favorite one. I actually do this while I'm playing golf. I might look funny, but when you're playing golf, a lot of stuff is going on throughout your entire body. So finding this nice stretch into the lower back always feels nice. Good. All right. So from here, you're going to release your hands. You can stay there for about 5 to 10 breaths. Now, my third yoga pose, my favorite, is something called half pigeon. So from your forward fold, you're going to walk your right foot, or rather, step your left foot way back first, okay? Walk your right foot over to your left hand and drop your right knee. Scoot your left leg back and keep your left leg straight. Now, make sure your right knee is pointing out towards the right. Right knee should not be pointing forward, okay? So again, right knee points out. Right knee bends as much as you need, but the goal is one day, maybe a year later, I don't know, depending on your body, your practice. We want to bring your right shin bone parallel to the top of your mat. So again, if you're new to yoga, it's going to take time. I'm still working on it personally. Okay, so just make sure your hips are squared. You're not leaning to the right too much. If this is too much for you, grab a block to place underneath your right sit bone. Flex your right foot. Hold here. Stay lifted, breathing. Otherwise, again, whenever you're folding, bending forward, you want to hinge from your hips so your lower back stays long. You could drop to your forearms, or you could extend your arms forward and drop to your forehead. Or I kind of like to place my palms on top of each other and relax my forehead on top of my hands. So a great way to open your hips, stretch into your IT band, outer glutes, which is going to help you stretch into your lower back. Remember, they're all interconnected. So if you have tight glutes or tight hips, that might be the cause for your lower back pain. Always pulling on the lower back. So you want to stretch those areas out. Good. Hold here for about 5 to 10 breaths. And same thing on the other side. So to get out of it, you can step your right knee back. Come into tabletop. You can shake it out. Allow the blood to flow back into your leg. And step your left foot forward. Left foot towards your right hand. Left knee towards your left hand. You might need 2 blocks to set this up. You can place your hands on top of your blocks. Right thigh stays on top of your mat. Top of your right foot down. Right toes points back. Good. Chest, torso, hips square to the front. You could stay lifted, otherwise lower down for your variation. Keep your left foot flexed. Try to relax and breathe here. Great stretches to do before and or after you play golf to help you stay mobile, injury-free, and create that body symmetry. Once you're finished with your 5th or 10th breath here, go ahead and slowly release. You can shake it out. Try doing those 3 poses every single day, and you're going to notice a huge difference. If you have any questions, please comment below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next Tuesday for our next golf yoga class. Also, if you enjoy this class, like and subscribe. Namaste.